Sorry?
Have you been in my classes before?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Well, my name is Holly, and I am from Idaho in the USA, and it's up in the Pacific Northwest region of the US. And I have been teaching English actually since 1994, and I started teaching in South Korea, and I've taught in Finland, and I've taught online for many, many years. So that's a little about me. So, are you a student, or do you work, or what? Tell me. Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Sorry? I can hear
Can,
you.
you can't hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me? Can you introduce yourself real quick?
Well, um, mm, I'm a student.
Uh huh.
I live in Lima, Peru.
Uh huh.
Um,
Excellent.
um, some days I make YouTube videos or for Android devices.
Uh huh.
Um, mm,
Excellent. Excellent.
mm,
It was nice to meet you, Andre.
okay.
Very nice to meet you. Excellent. And Marius, how are you today?
Hello, fine, thank you.
Remind me, you are from Brazil, correct?
From Spain.
Spain. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And it's about 1 a.m. in Spain, correct?
exactly.
Now?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then
Hmm.
Ana Paula, how are you today?
Hello, Holly. I am okay, thank you. How are
Excellent.
you?
Very good, very good. And remind me, you are from Brazil, right?
Yes, I'm from Brazil. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. And yeah, and has everybody had a good week? It's now Friday, or Friday or Saturday morning if you're in Spain. But
Hmm.
uh, what time is it in Brazil right now, Ana Paula? Ana Paula?
Que hora é no Brasil?
Ana Paula, what time is it in Brazil?
It's in Fortaleza. It's
9,
past
9
five.
p.m. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. And what
because
time is? Uh-huh.
because in Fortaleza the time is it's different from the southeast and south and north of Brazil.
Okay, so it's a different time zone. Okay, all right. And Andre, what time is it in Peru?
Um, 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Okay, all right. And and it's 5 p.m. here, or 5 minutes after 5, so here in Idaho. So welcome. 1 a.m. in Spain. And so what I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and start the material and the worksheet on it's called the Elgin Marbles. The main purpose of this activity, though, is just to practice English. So, and then I'm sure other people will come into class as they are able to. Okay. Okay, so in Spain, Marius, what are the most famous museum exhibits in Spain?
In Spain, I think the most famous museum is the Prado Museum in Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the most famous because there are many paintings, many sculptures, many drawings.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge museum.
Okay. All right. And it's called the what museum?
It's called
What type? What is it called? What's it called? What museum? What is the name of the museum?
uh, Prado. Prado
Prado
Museum.
Museum.
Yeah.
Okay. In Madrid.
In
Prado.
Madrid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prado Museum in Madrid. Okay. Excellent. And hello, Nacho. How are you today?
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Remind me what country you are from.
I'm from Spain.
You're from Spain as well. Okay. All right. And Wellington, welcome. And you're from Brazil, correct? Wellington? Okay, maybe he's away from his desk right now. Anyway.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Hey, remind me, you are from Brazil, correct?
Yes, correct.
Excellent. Okay. All right, so we are going to be talking a little bit about famous museum exhibits. So, Ana Paula, can you tell us about a famous museum exhibit in your country, in Brazil?
In Brazil, I know that is a famous museum in São Paulo. It's called Museum of Contemporary Art.
Uh-huh.
And Museum of Portuguese Language, and Museum of Football, and many others.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But they have a famous one, a Museum of Contemporary Art in São Paulo. Did I spell that right, São Paulo? Okay.
Could you repeat it, please?
Did I spell the city right, São Paulo?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So how about Andre? How about in Peru?
Well, the name of the museum in Peru is Museo de la Nación, or National Museum.
Okay. National Museum. And is it in Lima?
Yes.
Okay. National Museum. And tell us about it. Have you been there, or why is it famous?
Spanish coins, Inca masks, clothes, and
yeah. So Spanish coins, Inca masks, and clothing, traditional clothing. Okay, awesome. All right. And Nacho, can you tell us? And could everybody, when you're not talking, could you please mute your microphone as well? So,
Okay.
Nacho, what about in Spain? Can you think of another museum that is famous in Spain?
In Spain, I think you've already talked about the Museo del Prado.
Yeah.
But there is also a very important museum in Bilbao. That is the Guggenheim Museum. It's American museum. This one.
How to spell it?
Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao.
I'm not sure that's
it's about modern art.
Okay.
And the building is very interesting.
Okay.
The most important for me is the building. The building is wonderful.
Okay. Okay. Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao? Is that spelled right?
Bilbao. Bilbao.
Is that Bilbao like this?
Bilbao is correct. It's last time. Okay. No, now it's correct.
It is correct. Okay, awesome. All right, and Wellington, could you tell us about a museum in your?
Yeah, other museums that we have here in São Paulo. There is the Museum de Ipiranga. Ipiranga is a neighborhood here in Brazil. This museum contains items from the time of the independence of Brazil. Items from the time, I think, antique items. And there are others, the Pinacoteca, 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 T. Sorry. Pinat. Are you right? Okay, it's
Yeah.
better.
Okay.
Okay.
It's easy.
Sorry.
No, it's good practice for you to say it though.
Yes, yes.
Pinat.
Pinacota.
T-E-C-A.
Teca.
Teca.
Oh, Tec. Teca. Okay. Pinacoteca.
Yes. Yes.
Pinacoteca Museum.
Yes. And the other that I said is a Museum of Ipiranga. Ipiranga.
Ipiranga.
Yes.
Okay. And that's also in Sao Paulo?
Yes, yes. There are others. There is a avenue here in Brazil that is very famous because there we have a lot of banks. For example, we have the Citibank there. The museum is the name is MASP. MASP. Oh, sit down.
But it's Holly.
Sit down.
Will. I think she'll come back because she's the teacher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes this happen, but
Really?
always they return.
Okay. Right.
Is your first time here?
Yes. No. I had some. I am here. I think since July, but I stopped for during 3 months,
Okay.
and I returned in this month.
I have been using verbally, I think 3 months.
3 months.
Yes.
Right. And are you liking?
Yes, a lot.
But you take class with in another professor or teacher in São Paulo or no?
I am studying with two teachers with private lessons, and I bought the pack, the unlimited pack. So I take
She's
class
back.
2 times. Yes.
Okay.
Welcome, Holly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I guess
No problem.
I experience the same thing everybody else does every once in a while. It was like you were talking about something that all of a sudden I could not hear a word. It's like, no,
Okay.
what? So
Okay.
so anyway, all right. So anyway, you were talking actually about the museum of the Ipiranga Museum or the Museum of Ipiranga.
Yes.
Okay.
There are other, but here in São Paulo there are a lot of museums. Né?
Okay. Yeah. In Idaho, we actually have museums as well. I have not been to any of the museums for probably 30 years. um, Except for we have one in Oregon that's about 2 hours from where I live, and
De novo na minha aula?
it's a historical museum.
É impressionante, né, Maria? Eu tô fazendo aula.
Ana Paolo, can you mute?
Ok.
Please mute.
Não, eu vou fazer o negócio amanhã. Mayara, depois a gente se fala, tá?
Could somebody mute her? For some reason, I'm not able
Maria,
to.
não, Mayara, é minha aula, não posso perder.
I can't also.
Right, okay.
Você tá indo, é? Ok.
Okay. Ana Paolo?
Hi, sorry.
Can you please mute your microphone when you're not? That way, when you're if somebody comes.
I'm sorry. I forget.
Wellington was able to understand you. So, but anyway, let's read the following text and fill in the spaces using a word from the box below. But we have in my area we have a lot of historical museums about the immigrants going west, the Oregon Trail Museum, and so forth. They're very interesting museums. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the following text and fill in the space using a word from the box below, but we never can see those words, so I will write them in the Verbling chat box in capital letters. We have ownership, solution, permission, and mythical. Does everybody know what those words mean?
Ownership, I don't remember ownership.
Okay, ownership actually it just means that you you own or you are in possession of something, a property.
Okay.
For example,
Okay.
like I have ownership of a car or something like that. Ownership of a home.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other words?
Okay, for me.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and read through this. Let's start with the first paragraph. Wellington, can you read the first paragraph?
Yes. The Elgin Marbles have been described as Greece's most important treasure. Created in the 4th century BC, the frieze was originally over 160 meters long, depicting mythical battles. The collection also contains ancient statues from temples nearby.
Okay, so ancient statues.
Ancient statues.
Okay, excellent.
Thank
From temples nearby. Okay, thank you. And Nacho, welcome back. Can you read the next paragraph?
I want to do it.
Hello.
Okay, excellent.
I'm having some problems with the connection, but now I can.
Okay.
I can participate. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can participate or you cannot?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. Can you read this paragraph that starts with while?
Yeah. Okay. While no one would deny the beauty of the Elgin Marbles, they are a source of controversy today, since they are found not on the ancient Parthenon, but instead in a room in the British Museum in London.
Okay, excellent. And Marius, could you read the next paragraph?
Yeah. The museum argues that they were obtained legitimately, since Lord Elgin was given permission in the early 19th century by the Ottoman government, who at that time controlled Greece, to remove the marbles. The Greek government hotly contests this argument.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Very good pronunciation. All right, and Andre, can you read the next paragraph?
Okay. The case of the Elgin Marbles raises many questions about the solution of works of art. In many of the great museums of the world, such as the Louvre and the Hermitage, much of the collection is predominantly made up of works of art collected overseas. Should every foreign exhibit be returned to its country of origin, making museums purely domestic? There's a fear that returning the Elgin Marbles would set a precedent and the demand for the return of others' exhibits will become more vocal.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Okay, the first, number 3, instead of solution, it's actually raises many questions about the ownership of works of art. So, ownership. Okay, and Anna Paulo, can you read the last paragraph? And you were muted probably, so you need to unmute.
Few would agree for the repatriation of all foreign exhibits. However, it looks unlikely that there is a solution inside to this controversial issue.
Okay, to this controversial issue. Okay, first of all, we're going to before we discuss this issue, are there any words or phrases in this that we've read that you do not know?
Hotly contests. Hotly.
Hotly
The Greek,
contested. Okay, so that's right here. The Greek government. The Greek government wholeheartedly disagrees. So hotly contests means they very much disagree.
and Danny.
What word?
Danny.
Where's that at?
While no one would deny the beauty.
Oh, deny.
Deny.
Deny. Where is that at? It's what? Well, no one would deny the beauty of the Elgin Marbles. No, to deny it is a way of saying no one would disagree. That's another one to disagree as well.
Right.
Yeah, while no one would disagree the beauty of the Elgin marbles, or to deny also means to not allow. And so that's really what it means. It's opposite of allow. Not allow.
I don't wanna.
All right. Any other words here?
Teacher, yeah. Yes, the phrase in the first paragraph, phrase originally. What the meaning of the phrase?
I am not actually quite sure. I'm going based on context, but what that is another way of saying this.
Building.
The Elgin Marbles, the item that they are talking about. Because it says the frieze was originally over 160 meters long, and I should have actually checked this before class, but I didn't. So surprisingly, we don't always know every word. So That new word is new for me. And it isn't actually in Google either. So it's a type of architecture, most likely. A type of building. Okay, any other words?
Oversee, Holly.
Yes?
It's in the fourth paragraph.
Okay, fourth paragraph.
Yeah.
And what word is it?
Predominantly made up of words of art
Okay.
collected overseas.
Okay, overseas. Okay. Predominantly, it means mostly made up of works of art collected in other countries.
In other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So if something is overseas, you're talking about another word we would use for overseas would be abroad. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Let's
Holly, so,
yes.
sorry. In the Google,
Mm-hmm.
we can see the frizzles from Elgin Marbles.
Okay.
The
Can you give me the link for that?
yeah,
Put it on the chat.
yeah. Let me. The link is a little because I
It's big. Okay.
yes a little big,
Oh, okay.
but we can
Yeah.
see there are images. It's very beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what I've seen this at the British Museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't really realize what it was. Or maybe at the time I did, but
Mm.
besides me, has any of the rest of you seen this before?
No, I never see. I
You
never
haven't seen
saw.
it? Have
No.
you seen it, Nacho?
Which one?
Uh, uh,
The
Here,
in
I'll
the
show it to you
Greek,
again.
the
This one right here. It's located at the British Museum right
in the
now.
British Museum. I can't. I've been in the British Museum, but I can't remember if I've
Yeah,
saw that.
I didn't remember the name, but as soon as I saw it, I I remembered seeing this. So yeah.
Mhm.
Um, Marius, have you seen it before?
No, I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you seen it, Andre?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And Ana Paolo, have you seen it?
No,
No. Okay.
not yet.
Not yet. One day you will. Okay, the question is, will you see it in Greece or will you see it in London? so,
Mm,
so I saw it at the British Museum in London, and I believe that's where Andre and Nacho saw it too, or Marius. Yeah, Andre and Nacho and Marius. Okay, question for you guys. Does the Elgin Marbles belong in Greece or does it belong in London? What do you think? What's your
uh,
opinion? Ana Paula,
pertains,
what's your
Greece.
opinion?
Greece.
pertains to Greece.
You think it should belong in Greece? Okay. What do you
Yeah.
think, Andre?
It belongs to Greece.
Okay, Marius?
Mm, yeah, originally it belongs to Greece.
Yeah, so you think it belongs to Greece? Okay. And can everybody hear me well?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's slow. It's slow, Holly.
Oh, okay. It's low. Okay, I'll just move my headset set it a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Nacho, what do you think? Do you think it belongs in Greece or in London?
My point of view, I think it should be in because the original place it was made.
Okay, so it should be in Greece then, where it was originally
Yeah.
made. And what, Wellington? What's your opinion?
In this case, I think the freeze belongs to Greece
Okay.
because they were not bought or sold because this.
Okay.
They was given and someone the Lord take the given the physics.
Because somebody actually took it instead of it wasn't
Yeah,
given to them. Someone
yeah.
took it. Okay. All right. Welcome, Kako. Welcome. Um, are you able to speak, Kako?
Hi, teacher. Thank you.
Hi. Awesome. Welcome. So do you have it? Are you familiar with the Elgin Marbles?
No, teacher. It's the
Okay.
first time I heard about it.
Okay, me too. But apparently I've seen this. I saw it, but I didn't know what it was. This right here is what the Elgin Marble is, and it's located at the British Museum, and I know I've seen it before because it was there. And it was made in Greece. Okay, so there's a controversy right now as to whether this should be in Greece or should be in England. What do you think, Kako? Should this be in Greece or in England?
I think that it can go back to Greece where it was built. But
Okay.
first of all, it is necessary to evaluate if Greece will supply the necessary conditions for the conservation of it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Question for you, Andre.
Yes.
In your country, you were telling me that in the museum that we first talked about, in the National Museum in Lima, that there was some Spanish masks.
No. Inca masks.
Inca masks. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they weren't Spanish masks. So there weren't anything from Spain, and there isn't anything from Spain in this museum.
Sorry?
Is there anything from Spain in the museum?
Only the coins.
Only Spanish coins. Should they be
But
given back to Spain?
no.
No.
That coins are Spanish, but was built in Peru, Lima.
Okay. So it was made in Peru. It was made in Lima. So okay. I was just wondering. I was like, is that the same thing only on a smaller scale? So okay, let's look at some language here. We've got some vocabulary building. So in the context of this article, let's choose the best explanation for the following phrases. So we have each of these. Well, this is an explanation. So let's choose one that would work the best. For example, Ana Paulo, can you read number 1?
Yeah. If something is a source of great controversy, I think it's the same that people have very different opinion about it.
Okay. People have very different opinions about it. Yes. Okay, and excellent. Thank you. And Andre, could you read number 2?
If you do something legitimately.
Legitimately.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No worries.
I think the A is not secret.
Okay. Actually, it's legally okay. So if you do something legitimately, it's okay to do. Completely legal to do. Okay, all right. Next one, Kako, could you read number 3? Kako? Are you there? Okay, maybe he's having a problem with his
Oh,
microphone.
sorry, teacher.
Okay. Number 3.
If you do something, oh, sorry. If you hotly contest something,
Okay. And
you
uh-huh.
you don't agree with something.
Yes, you don't agree with something. So if you hotly contest, so this is a verb to mean to contest, to disagree, not to be confused with contest, which is a type of game. So if you hotly contest, you don't agree with something. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Marius, could you do number 5?
Yes. If you set a precedent, you create a rule for the first time.
Okay, excellent. All right. And then Nacho, could you read number 5? Nacho, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, can you read number 5?
If you repatriate something, you send it back to its original country.
Yeah, so if you repatriate something.
Repatriate.
Yeah, okay. All right. So let's practice some of these words. Wellington, in your country, is there an issue that people are hotly contesting?
Are hotly contesting
Yeah, they don't agree with something.
in museums.
No, anywhere. We're just looking at the language now. So
Hotly contesting.
yeah.
Maybe, for example, in television, we see a lot of programs that disagree the people that the people disagree. So sometimes they are object for disagreement.
Mm-hmm. So are they hotly contested?
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so if you hotly contest something, or if you can, we even can take off hotly. If we contest something, you disagree with something. So, yeah. So people on TV.
Or their laws, for example.
Hmm?
The laws.
Are there any laws?
Laws, for example, one law, for example, our mayor is implanting bike lanes here in São Paulo. So many people, I, for example, I disagree of this the method of that he is implanting these bike lanes.
Okay, so what you can say is that instead of saying I disagreed with the method that he is setting up the bike lanes, you could say I was one of the people that contested the way that the mayor is setting up the bike lanes.
Yes.
Coincidentally, that is actually an issue in the city close to where I live as well, in Boise. there are a group of people that want bike lanes, and then the drivers are saying no, no. So the drivers are contesting, but the bikers are louder. So there's more drivers than bikers, but the bikers are louder.
Yes, the government supports that the people buy cars, but now they are restricting the drivers, the cars. It's very complicated.
All right, excellent. Thank you very much
Thank you.
for sharing. All right, Nacho, can you tell us about can you tell us about something that has happened in your country that set a precedent for something else? Can you think of something? This is a difficult question, so if you can't, no worries. Nacho? Are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a difficult question, I think.
Yeah.
To set a precedent in my country, let me think about it. No, right now I can't find anywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys an example that would might make it easier for those of you who are parents. Sometimes as a parent, you might set a precedent that you don't realize you are doing. For example, I am not a parent, but I am an aunt, and I set a precedent with my nephew. And I let him, when he was very small, have a drink of my soda. And now, every time he comes around me, he wants some soda. So that's how you set a precedent. You you allow something to happen that laws are the same way. But I think with kids, it's really easy to set a precedent you don't mean to do.
Yeah. In fact, I have 3 kids, and I set a precedent in the first time that I allowed my daughter to arrive at home later, because then my son wanted to arrive at the same time.
And the next one says, well, wait a minute, he gets to, so, and everybody, you set a precedent with one, you set something with one, and you think, okay, it'll just be this one time, and now after that, he thinks he can come later and later. Yeah, that's exactly a great example. So, Marius,
Yes.
question for you. In Spain, has there ever been an issue where you guys have needed to repatriate people back to their original country?
Yeah.
Have you?
Unfortunately, was some cases when the military people fighting for Spain were they died, and they had to be repatriated to Spain.
That is one example, definitely. Yeah, they had to be repatriated back to Spain through military. Yeah, excellent, excellent. All right, Kako, can you think of something in Brazil that is a source of great controversy?
Increasing of taxes are subject of great controversies.
So
and people contest very strongly.
Yeah, so they hotly contest it.
Hotly
Yeah.
contest.
Yeah. So you could say tax increase is a source of great controversy in Brazil, and people are greatly contesting it or hotly contesting it. Excellent. Very good. And Andre,
Yes.
can you think of something that people do legitimately that other people think could be against the law?
I can hear you.
You can't hear me? Okay. Here, I'll move my headset closer to my mouth. Can you think of something that people do legitimately that others might think is against the law?
Uh,
It's a difficult. All these questions are difficult, so don't worry if you can't think of anything.
can you write it?
Yeah, I can. I can.
Thanks.
Can you can you tell us about someone who has legitimately done something and other people thought it was against the law?
Uh,
Here, and I've got it. It's on the Verbling chat now.
oh,
Can you see it?
yes. No, I don't know people who did it.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, the hardest question. Actually, the only one I can think of is medical marijuana. Is to growing marijuana for medical reasons, so they have a certificate saying they can grow it. But can anybody help him out? Anybody think of a question or something that people do legitimately that other people think is against the law?
For example, some place in Fortaleza or in Chile of Brazil, we can't. The people can't smoke in restaurants or some closed place.
Mm-hmm.
But many people smoke in place where not is or in place where it's forbidden to
Mm.
smoking.
Okay. Yeah.
Or for example, we have um, way cycle to bike. I don't know the name.
Uh-huh.
And many drivers goes to the road where bicycle is permitted.
Okay. Okay. Or I thought of one actually. In Idaho,
Uh,
it is legal to ride a motorcycle
yeah.
without a helmet.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, in Idaho. It's apparent. My brother-in-law was telling me Idaho is one of 2 states where it is legal, it's legitimate. So if you see someone without a helmet, it is okay. And
Mm-hmm.
I was very surprised, but I asked him if they would make a law, and he said, "Why? You really? Sometimes it is difficult
Uh,
difficult to regulate
Mhm.
stupidity. So
Yes.
most people, people wear helmets to save their lives.
Yeah, sure. In
So
Brazil, it's the same.
is it? I mean, is it okay to do you have to wear a helmet with your motorcycle?
Are you asking for me? To
Yeah,
me?
in
No.
Brazil.
Yes. The helmet is an obligation.
Okay, yeah. See, in the Idaho, it is not. So people can legitimately ride their motorcycle without a helmet.
Yes. Sometimes you can see people don't wearing or using
Yeah,
a
yeah.
wearing a helmet.
Mhm. All right.
I,
Okay.
I
Yes. Go.
no, sorry. I have a uh, uh, crazy question here because
Uh-huh.
I can remember how in my city a few years ago there was a person who used to cycling nude. And
Really?
yeah, and he said that it was not forbidden, and
Uh-huh.
in fact he was right because there were any there was any there was not any written rule that forbid to cycling nude, but
Uh-huh.
the mayor had to write a new rule to forbid this kind of uh,
Uh,
situation.
do you guys know what that is called in English? It's
No.
if a person is naked somewhere where they should not be, it's called. He could get if there is a law in that area, they could get a ticket for what is called indecent exposure.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and this
Yeah,
exposure.
yeah. So they had to write a law so that they could um, have a law about that. Wow, that is definitely an example of something that was done legitimately. He basically, well, why would someone do that?
I can't
Wow.
understand, but
Yeah.
I, I, I guess he wanted to to become a news to
Hmm.
he would like to people to talk about him.
Yeah. So he wanted his, in English we say his 15 minutes of fame.
Uh-huh.
So
Mhm.
yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and well let's do this discussion right here. Wellington. Um, should countries be able to get exhibits back from foreign museums? What do you think?
Sorry, I don't understand. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, the question that I've got my mouse around. Should countries be able to get exhibits back from foreign museums? It's the second question on this list.
To get exhibit back from museums, I think not. It's complicated because some items were sold,
Mm-hmm.
and like Kako said, some places don't have the don't have conditions to support the item.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's very complicated. It's very. I think, for example, in New York, New York, they have a lot of items that are from the other countries,
Mm-hmm.
but many countries don't have the conditions to support the items, and they today I think they are in good conditions and they are openly they are able to the people see them. So it's very complicated. It's very complicated.
Yeah, yeah, I think it is. It's a very difficult topic.
Yeah.
So, all right, Kako, what do you think? Are there any famous exhibits from your country in foreign museums? Or do you know?
I think they should accord with the country from where the art objects were removed, and then care of take back the objects
Okay.
to the original owners.
Yeah, if they can take care of them and so forth. Yeah. Okay. All right. It looks like we are running out of time, so I do want to thank you all for participating in this lesson today. We all learned a little bit about the Elgin Marbles and what it looks like, at least, and so forth. But I do want to thank you for your participation, and I hope to see you again in another class. Thank you.
Thank you, Holly.
Teacher.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.